Price versus cost. So when we're looking to buy something and we don't really have a lot of information, or we don't have criteria to make the decision, we will often just rely on price. So we'll say, I have to buy this widget. I don't know anything about how to determine what's a good widget and what's a bad widget, but I know that this one is twice the price of that one, so I'm going to make the decision based on the price. Some people will say, I'm going to choose the cheaper one because I think it looks like all widgets are probably the same, and so I'll just save some money. Some people will actually do the opposite and say, I don't know anything about widgets, but this one is twice as much as that one, and that scares me, so I'm going to go with the more expensive one because it's probably better. You'll know which way you tend to, which one of those resonates with you. But those are both situations where people lacking information, lacking any other criteria, are likely to make a decision to go with one versus the other just based on the price. Well, first of all, the price is not the same as the cost. The price is just what you're going to pay now. The cost is what you're going to pay overall, and that includes more than just the financials. It's more than just the dollars, although it includes the dollars that you pay now and the dollars that you're going to pay in 6 months and the dollars that you're going to pay in a year and the dollars that you're going to pay every single year for the life of the thing, right? So that's the cost. The price is just what you're going to pay now. So that can be really important because I can tell you we get a regular inflow of projects from people where we're taking over their trademark case in particular because they went with a lower priced service that then created problems that they come to us to fix. And so the overall cost, they're now ending up spending more than they would have spent if they just hired us in the first place because they paid that initial thing thinking that was going to be the solution, the cheaper price. And then it ends up that they have to switch gears to us. And many times at that point, we're having to respond to something we could have avoided. Worst case scenario, unfortunately, the cost is not just extra money that they have to spend to get it over the line, but really the biggest cost is sometimes we can't fix it because the decisions, the errors that have been made are not fixable and we have to file a new application, and that costs them a whole year of priority, for example. That is another part of the cost, and that's something that we can't, that's just gone. And that priority can actually be the difference between you getting your trademark and someone else getting your trademark. So that is a big cost. So again, it's an example of price and cost are two different things. But hopefully that was helpful. Catherine Cavella, IP Works Law.